Today I'm going to be talking to you about the environmental impacts of the foods that you pick up when you go to the grocery store, the good ones and the ones that you may want to avoid the next time you go grocery shopping. First, let's talk about lentils. Lentils are one of the best climate-friendly proteins because they emit 40 times less CO2 compared to other proteins such as lamb. Emissions per kilogram consumed are only 0.9 kilograms. Next, let's talk about tomatoes. Closely behind lentils, tomatoes emit 1.1 kilogram of CO2 per kilogram consumed. They're a delicious summer fruit and easy to grow in your very own backyard. Talk about local produce. Here we have broccoli. The goal when buying produce is to buy produce that uses the least amount of fertilizers and pesticides, as these account for about 1/3 of greenhouse gases emitted in the United States. Broccoli and other cruciferous vegetables contain natural pesticides, so they don't need artificial ones. As another plant-based protein, here you have organic tofu. With 13 times less greenhouse gas emissions than beef, tofu is a great option if you want to get your protein in. If you want to go above and beyond, buying organic ensures no use of GMOs and synthetic chemicals in the growing process. Moving on to the things that you may want to avoid at the grocery store, here we have cheese. When considering the environmental impact of cheese and other dairy products, raising and feeding livestock is a significant cost for the environment. On top of that, it takes about 600 gallons of water to process 1 pound of cheese. That's about 35 of the average human shower. Here we have a popular way to start your day off, eggs. 1 pound of eggs will take around 477 gallons of water to produce. Combine this with the 600 gallons it takes to produce 1 pound of cheese, and you'll realize just how harmful your cheese omelet is to the environment. Moving over to the animal protein aisle, here we have chicken. Compared to plant-based protein sources such as lentils or tofu, processing and raising chicken emits more than 6 times the amount of CO2 per kilogram. And finally, we have ground beef. Processing beef is just about the worst food you can get at the grocery store for the environment. This generates about 27 kilograms of CO2 for each kilogram consumed, takes roughly 1,700 gallons of water to produce a pound of beef, and on top of that, deforestation and high quantities of feed are also factors when considering the environmental impact. As you can see, going with more plant-based options for the next time you go to the grocery store will serve our environment well.